Last edition, I told you of the formation of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks and the founding of the original Lodge No. 1 in New York in February of 1868 by Charles Algernon Sidney Vivian. The second Elks Lodge was formed in Philadelphia on February 19, 1871. Since the majority of Elks were actors and entertainers, they traveled extensively throughout the country. In 1873, members found themselves in San Francisco, where they decided to organize a lodge. On June 8, 1873, members sent a communication to the Grand Lodge in New York, which read in part, "To Grand Lodge, BPOE, New York City, we, the undersigned members of the above-forementioned Honorable Order, now residing in San Francisco, respectfully request that you grant us a charter to form a branch in this city." Thus, on February 22, 1876, 5 years after the original United States Lodge No. 1 was started in New York, San Francisco Elks Lodge No. 3 was formed, and was the first Elks charter formed in the state of California. The first exalted ruler of San Francisco Lodge No. 3 was Thomas R. Eggleston, who was better known by his stage name, Tom Keene. Tom Keene was a fairly well-known tragedian. He was famous for playing Richard III, Hamlet, and Macbeth, among many others, traveling throughout the United States and England. Aside from being the first ER of San Francisco, Brother Keene was also the first District Deputy of California and acted as the Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler at Large. An interesting historical aside, Tom Keene was a good friend of Edwin Thomas Booth. Keene and Booth worked together on the stage on numerous occasions, including at the California Theater in San Francisco. Although Edwin Booth was a well-known actor, he is better known as the brother of John Wilkes Booth, the assassin of President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln had several sons, all but one of which had died young. Edwin Booth had saved Lincoln's surviving son from an untimely death. So, one Booth saved a Lincoln son, and one Booth killed the Lincoln father. The number of lodges continued to multiply in California, with the latest charter number 2699 in Reedley. In 1900, Hawaii became a territory of the United States and thus qualified for BPOE Fraternal Order. On April 13, 1901, the Mariposa, a ship from California, brought Judge Jerome B. Fisher, Grand Exalted Ruler of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks, into the harbor to open a lodge for Hawaii. The Honolulu, Hawaii Lodge No. 616 was opened on April 15, 1901. Now, since the formation of CHIA in 1950, with 171 lodges in 19 districts, including the islands of Guam and Philippines, the California-Hawaii Elks Association, or CHIA, serves disabled children, veterans, and youth in a wide range of activities. While each state has its own major project, CHIA is working to help children with disabilities. Further, each lodge is working to ensure the future and well-being of our youth by being involved with the Dictionary Project, Scouting, Hoop Shoot, Drug Awareness, American Essay Contests, and, second only to the federal government, scholarships. You'll also find members helping during the holidays with parties and gifts for the children. Patriotism runs deep through the heart of Elkdom as the members work to support our nation's veterans. Whether it means cooking for them, celebrating with them on Veterans Day, singing karaoke with them, having them parades, or simply visiting our servicemen and women at various veterans hospitals and other facilities, veterans will be honored as long as there are Elks. In order to fund the different projects in the Chia Arsenal, the money organization of CHEMPI was formed. CHEMPI stands for California Hawaii Elks Major Project Incorporated. Purple piggy banks are filled by members, turned in, and all money is pooled. In addition to what the individual lodges raise, the Elks National Foundation gives funds back to the lodges in the form of scholarships, grants, and gifts. The Elks National Foundation gave $990,000 to the California Hawaii Elks Association, and the individual lodges raised over $2 million to bring the total for this past year to $3.3 million. A lot of aid can be given out to disabled children, veterans, youth programs, and activities this year with that money.